Hey developers, welcome back to the .NET Ramana. Today we are going to understand dependency injection in ASP.NET Core, the most important concept for building clean, scalable .NET applications. So today what we will learn, what DI really means, why DI is needed, tightly coupling versus loosely coupling, three DI lifetimes, very important. Add singleton, add scope, add transient with real-time examples, Car plus engine analysis, full Visual Studio 2026 demo, all this we will see. This video will make DI super simple even if you are a beginner. Okay? Don't wait that. Let's see that what is DI. A simple explanation, I do that. Dependency injection simply means a class should not create the object. Okay? It needs. Instead, object should be given to it, means someone else given it. So let's start a simple example. You can see car example and engine example on the screen also. Normally, a car class creates the engine like this, okay, where engine equal to new engine. But this cause a huge problem. Okay, car becomes a tightly coupled, hard to replace engine, hard to write unit test, hard to maintain. So this is called tightly coupling. This is called what? Tightly coupling. So tightly coupling versus loosely coupling. Okay, what we can see is a car and a engine. If you see right, so tightly coupling, what we do is let's show here also. Just for just example, we have a class car. Okay, now we have a class car. We have now what I do is I need to create one engine, right? Where okay, so this is just I'm showing example. So it is a tightly coupled. It is a tightly coupled. Instead of that, what we do is loosely for loosely coupled, we will create a constructor. We will create a constructor. Okay, I am not just I'm showing that because we didn't define interface and all, right. That's why these are errors. So this is the loosely coupled. This is the loosely coupled. You understand, right? What is that? So tightly coupling. Tightly coupling is we will create a directly object for that. Whatever engine we have, right? For engine class, we will create object. So this is tightly coupling, this is loosely coupled. Okay, so now what will happen is this means the car can work with petrol engine, diesel engine, electric engine, a fake engine for testing. So this is the power of DI. So it can, you can pass anything here, which type of engine also you can pass, it will work. But if you create object for this, right, it will only work for that. So that is called of, so you understand very thing as I know. Now think of real life analysis, we will see that restaurant. Think of DI exactly like running a restaurant. So in the restaurant, if you see image here, so the chef, ingredients and kitchen manager. The chef is your controller, ingredients is your services, understand? Kitchen manager is your DI container. The chef should not go to the supermarket to buy ingredients. The manager should give the chef everything needed. It's dependency injection. Okay. Now we will do that real time example. So I already created one project due to time being. Now what I'm doing is, see, understand that I'm deleting this. So now you guys understand what is the tightly coupling, loosely coupling. Okay. Now what I'm doing is, okay, I created a one web application. So you can create a directly, you can select ASP.NET Core Web API and you can create it. So I'm creating, oh, I created one web application and I also created two folders. One is service folders and another one is a model folder I created. So in the service folder, what I did is I created first I counter services. Okay, let's show that I counter services I created iCounter.cs. So in this I created one interface I counter services, one method I inject, I defined get count. Okay, now that method should be implemented, right? I did here, if you see, right, I injected this counter service, I counter service, get count, okay, count plus plus return. Okay, now I did this. We will need to register. First, we need to register singleton. Okay, first we need to do that, what I do is I will go to the program.cs, I write that. So builder dot, okay, services dot add singleton, add singleton. Okay. See, automatically it is Visual Studio Intelligence is working. First, what is this? What is this? Registered counter as a singleton. Okay. Now we'll see that. Now what is this? Is this? I will tell very good example. Understand that only one object is created for the entire application. Whenever you add a singleton, you do wrong. That means only one object is created for the entire application. All controllers shares that single instance. Okay. Real time example. Just think of a government other database. Only one system. Yes or no? Everyone uses the same system. It doesn't reset for each request. Yes or no? Huh? Okay. Now what we do is singleton we registered. So in the demo controller, what I do is, so I created a controller also, just to save that. So we will create one code. Okay, what I do is get a singleton, I do that. Get, okay, I created one method. You can see that get singleton method, I created that. Okay, services. So now what will happen is we will do next add a scope. Add a scope. Add a scope is nothing but a new object is created for each HTTP request. Inside the same request, same instance. New request, new instance. Okay. So think of real doctor's appointment token. Every patient request gets a new token. Suppose if same patient will repeat, right? Same token is used everywhere. Same token is used everywhere. Same, like we can write the add scope also in the program.cs. How we can write? Okay, builder dot add scope. Okay. Now this is we register that. Now, so how we can do that? Okay. Now next thing is add transient. Add transient in the sense every time you ask for the service, a fresh object is created even inside the same request. Just example, think that printing a movie ticket. Every time ticket is freshly generated, even for the same person, every time new ticket will be given that. How we can do that? Now let's see that we can write in the program.cs. Okay, builder dot service dot add transient. So now this three, whenever you see, right, these are the dependency injection. Okay, add singleton means throughout the application one instance. Add scoped means each http request one new instance. Example like hospital tokens. Suppose if I go one time, I will get one new token. If I go second time, I use the same token, like that. So add transient is, it is movie ticket. How many times I go, a new object is created. Okay, new object is created. Now we can add this code also. Okay, in the transient code also in the demo controller. Okay, we didn't add this, right? We will add that also. Just I'm telling that this example. Okay, add transient. Okay, like this you can create this. How many want, you can create that. Okay, just I'm telling that. Okay, like this you have to create that. So I hope you guys understand what is the dependency injection, what it is and all, how it will work and all. Okay. So if you have any doubts on this, definitely you guys ask me. I will explain you guys everything very clearly. Everything very clearly. Okay, don't think that you have anything didn't understand that. Okay, now if you want, like we can show that for example also. Now what I do is I will create one engine. So I'm adding this the services. So engine.cs I created. Okay, now I need to write the code, right? I write one code. Okay, engine code. Okay, I created this, I save this. Okay, now I create petrol engine.cs I can create. See, whatever, how many class you can create this. Add class petrol engine.cs I created. I write petrol dot it will inherited from that start. If you understand this, you are very good, guys. If you understand this, very good. Now car model. So I will add one car dot cs. In the models I will add that. Time being I'm not typing that, that's why. Okay, car engine. So I add that here. I will add a car code. Okay, now car code is I'm doing that. Okay, now so in program.cs I need to register yes or no. So how I can register is, so it is a singleton I'm going to use. Singleton I'm going to use. How to program.cs I need to do that. Okay, so I did this. Add transient I added, your wish, anything you can add this. I transient I engine petrol engine. Okay, car. So car is the that main model. Okay. Now I create a car controller.cs one. Which one? Car controller.cs. I will create that in controllers. Add new controller. Okay, MBC controller I'm adding. Okay, car controller.cs I added that. Okay. Now what I do is API controller, right? So I copy that code whatever required. Okay, whatever required code I'm doing that. See, so I did this one. Okay, I did this one. See, now what I do is, this is a constructor injection action. So if a controller is, see, now I created petrol engine. I can create what? Okay, diesel engine also I can create. So how I do it? See, simply I do this petrol engine we have. Now what I do is diesel engine. So it will diesel. See, in the dependent right-click coupling, is it possible? No, right? So here it is possible. Here it is possible. It is called as dependency injection. Friends, see how simply we created these things. See, directly first controller will call, controller will check this car, then it will start the drive. Okay, then it will start the drive. It will check first whether I engine is there or not, then it will start that. So that is what it is happened. So when it is started, right, it will check that which it is started that. So this is the power of dependency injection, friends. So whatever you required in the ASP.NET Core, if required, you can subscribe my channel. Thank you, friends. Thank you all.